Will, can I smoke?
Yeah.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? You don't like to be respectful.
Is heroin off the table?
Is what?
Heroin off the table? Is that?
Yes,
bro.
weed. Yeah,
bro.
weed.
We don't do no Breaking Bad, bro. We don't do no Breaking Bad.
No, he does. He want to do all death meth. He is really
adamant.
He's been real adamant about that.
That's hilarious.
I just got the perfect pitch. Just let him hit me out. I've been Dion this
Scratching his ass.
Get it, skinny bitches, skinny white bitches.
Man, you come straight out of a comic.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Straight Outta Comic Book. You already know this is the place where fans like myself, black people, comedians, entertainers get to talk about a lot of the nerd stuff they don't usually get to talk about on stage or wherever they might be. This is a place they get to release, safe place for you to just let your nerd flag fly. and today is no different. We're talking about a lot of Marvel stuff. We're talking about Ant-Man, Quantumania. They finally got themselves a rating on the movie, so we're going to be talking about that today. We're going to be talking about some rumors going down within the Marvel casting, some big names being thrown around for Fantastic Four.
Fantastic.
Fantastic. And so we're going to get into that too and a little bit more, even talk about Avatar 2. But today's guest, we shooking it up a little bit. We got Stan Lack today. We got Herm Pym in the building. And then we got new to the show, but not new to any of us, Darren Big Baby Brand. Darren, normally when we come on here, we try to give ourselves some kind of name that incorporates Oz and Marvel, but we're going to have you on here more often and stuff too. Right. So you'll be getting down to the lingo as well. So, fellas, first thing I do want to jump into, which is the hot topic, is Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania has finally gotten a rating for the movie. It is dropping, of course, February 17th. We're about 2 weeks out, and it is officially PG-13. PG-13 for the violence.
That's not a shock.
Well, it's just interesting because what PG-13 means in 2023 versus what PG-13 meant in 1995. You know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah, PG-13 2023 say fuck and bitches.
Definitely say fucking bitches.
Yeah.
And we'll show titties.
Yeah.
You can see now. I don't think that we're going to see Janet or Hope Van Dyne's titties, but I hope we don't see Cassie's titties. Please,
come on, man. She's 16, bro.
Yeah, I'm good. Please, but
I ain't gonna lie though. I wouldn't mind seeing a Janet Van Dyne shot of her titties in this movie.
you talk about in the Wasp outfit. That clap just come down and the Wasp titties pop out.
Yeah, I'm with it. Just like a Janet Jackson shit. Boop.
You said it's a safe space. I'm with it.
Hey, I wouldn't mind,
Wasp titties.
Yeah, some good old Wasp titties.
But I think, but PG-13, I do think it's going to. Let me ask you a question. What was Doctor Strange's rating?
Rated R for sure.
Rated R.
First and only.
Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Multiverse
in the MCU.
In the Disney MCU.
Deadpool is.
Yeah.
But in the MCU.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought maybe it's going to be a lot of bloodshed, a lot of. That's just how.
What was Endgame? PG-13.
Yeah, Endgame was PG-13.
They're gonna keep that same energy.
Yeah.
And then keep in mind too. Yeah, keep in mind seeing the Quantumania trailers. I'm seeing a lot of robots. So I think we're gonna get a lot of action and stuff like that, but kind of like the age tale with like cartoons and stuff. So they didn't show bloodshed. It'd be our favorite cartoon characters kicking robots' ass and stuff.
So boom. You know what I'm saying? Your boy be on TikTok, I be top ticking, right?
Yep.
So, on my For You page, obviously I'm a nerd, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in this safe space, a lot of people I follow, the movie guy, what's his name? Straw Hat Goofy. A lot of these people and their theories or whatever. Do you think Quantumania is going to bring us another tragic death?
Yes.
Everybody agree that's confirmed.
Yeah.
I think I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's either going to be Scott Lang, Hank Pym, like somebody that somebody's dying for sure. And
I said Hank Pym.
Yeah, Hank Pym, his old ass out of there.
I said Hank Pym out of there. Now, Darren, because we did talk about that on the last episode, so I would like to get your perspective. Who do you think is not gonna make it out of Quantumania?
Man, for real, man, it might be Scott, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to think.
Or
and
not
if you go to the if you want to go to the cartoon, my nigga, let's be real. He's an original Avenger anyway. You know what I'm saying? The movies kind of didn't bring him into like phase 4 or phase 3. You know what I'm saying? But he was an original. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that Thor's, you know, fucked up over here, Iron Man's dead in this universe. You know what I'm saying? Hope now is a daddy now to another nigga.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
His daddy.
Everybody's everywhere.
Black Widow is dead. Yeah.
Yep.
And Scott has played that role. You know what I'm saying? He saved the day. He you know, I want to say he's fulfilled his space now. And now it's time for the next level.
Now
I don't think he's gonna die, but our Scott is gonna die.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna get a new one.
Yeah. I can see that. Because
another variant.
Yeah, because I remember Clint even mentioning that he said he could see Scott Lang dying. But I think y'all bring up a good point with that, and it being he really was the key piece for Endgame.
Yes,
had it not been for him, like we wouldn't have gotten them results.
Take it back to Civil War.
Yeah. Without
Ant-Man, you don't get that big fight. You don't get that moment where even when Spider-Man popped out, yeah, that was dope. But we always waiting on one motherfucking thing. When is Ant-Man gonna get big?
Yeah, when he went big, that's
everybody was waiting on that. Everybody was waiting on that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was waiting on that moment. And when that nigga said and he was running and won't go nowhere, you know what I'm saying?
And Carter,
come on, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the Marvel moments that you take forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Totally agree. Yeah, I think it is the end of the road for him.
Yeah. So he had a good run. He started with Dion. You know what I mean?
He had 3 movies. This is his 3rd movie.
Yep.
Yeah. And
he had plenty of features. He has plenty of features.
Yeah,
so,
but good, y'all didn't give a damn about Vision, man. Why y'all just let Vision die? He literally had grand opening, grand closing.
Bro, I don't know what it is about Vision, but you know what it is? Vision.
He don't do it for me.
Vision a pervert. Vision a pervert.
Like, bro, Vision, bro, think about it, bro. The nigga can disappear. Like, do you remember this nigga in the cartoon? How the fuck did they ever lose with this nigga?
Yeah.
That's facts.
I think that's why they killed him off. Because
he was worthy first.
He's too powerful.
He picked up there first.
And we didn't like that. We didn't like that. And then he going through like white women's walls and shit, talking about the soup song.
And now we got a white Vision. A white Vision.
Yeah.
I think for us.
Wait. That's a word right there. A white Vision.
He said something.
Yeah, they trying to get us like that?
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie.
First it was the color, but now it's the white Vision.
And I'm sure he don't quantify any of this in his brain, but somewhere in there he racist. Just
absolutely.
Somewhere in there.
Look who he was made by. He was made by Sword.
Yeah,
that's true. That is
you know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you're an MCU fan, the reason why you're an MCU fan because we don't really have no Supermans. You know what I'm saying?
We don't. Yeah,
everybody has a flaw. And Vision is like that one guy in the MCU who's fucking Superman, my nigga. Like he's fucking the whole transparency thing, and you can fly through the nigga. Like that's just too much, bro. Like, all right, we're not gonna like that for real.
We thought it was the Hulk, but that nigga got his ass handed to him.
Right.
Boy, Thanos.
And then my nigga, you had the nerve to die before we had you die like a little bitch ass nigga, man. Goddamn, this nigga got your old lady fucked up.
Yeah, see, he was too unbalanced. That's what that shit was. Because I remember
like when Vision, why are you hiding?
This man paralyzed War Machine, and Iron Man didn't do shit. He hit Falcon like it was his fault. Like I didn't shoot the big nigga, he did. Why you ain't go after him and hit him with a phaser? Didn't do nothing.
Man, I don't fuck with Vision, bro. Then you had your old lady, goddamn, over there in Europe fighting 2 niggas by herself, getting beat up to Captain America say that ass. You couldn't even help.
Yep.
She had goddamn. She got to do this to 2 niggas.
And how you not gonna have Vision getting stabbed in the back? How you not know that somebody's behind you?
I don't like Vision, man. I'm just not a Vision fan.
You see how everybody get mad?
The way that you got it, the more and more we talking about it, the more and more. Let's just, man. Look, Scott Lang is going down. Fuck Vision.
Yeah.
Fuck Vision. I don't want to see a Vision movie. I don't want to see a Vision series. I don't want to see a Vision anything. Especially a white Vision.
To follow up, Vision is the cousin of Ultron, and fuck Ultron. You see what I'm saying?
He's definitely Ultron's cousin.
They related, bro. They definitely cousins.
Yeah.
All that conversation in the deep ass field and shit. This
You saw that,
Pennsylvania or whatever the fuck they was at. They dead. You know what I'm saying? This nigga not even.
That's the reason why we got Zemo. If you remember, that's literally the reason why we got Zemo.
Yep.
And then he the reason. So think about it. Oh my God, Vision is really the problem in the MCU. If Vision's never created, which means we don't have the cousin of Ultron, which means Sokovia never happens, which means we don't get Zemo, which means the Avengers never split up. And they're ready to take on Thanos when he gets there. Fuck Vision. Fuck Vision.
But the split up fight was one of the best Marvel fights on movies of all time.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. And that's why they had to make Hulk disappear, because whoever Hulk sided with was going to win.
He would have fucked this shit up, yo.
They did that shit in the comic books. They was like, first off, we taking him out. No.
And Thor. I'm glad to take Hulk and Thor out.
Who side Hulk would have been on Civil War?
Captain America.
He would have been on Tony's side.
His own.
Him and Tony Stark. You gotta remember, him and Tony Stark apparently spent a lot of time together. Like if y'all watch She-Hulk, he was like, "Yo, me and Tony was in Mexico for like."
But that's Banner though. So you gotta think of Hulk. So Hulk,
he don't want to be
would have been on Tony's side.
He would have been on whoever's side, Natasha's.
Yeah, exactly. Because he messed with Natasha. So that's He
that's his pussy.
Yeah.
But he literally said, "Whose side?" She said, "Whose side you think you're gonna be on?" They're like, he don't want to be in control. So he would have been on Captain America's side because he wants to be free.
But you're not about to be on my side fighting this Bruce. You better turn to that green nigga. We got
hell no, you can't beat Bruce.
Nah, we seen what happened with that. We're like, yo, bring the green dude in, not you.
Yeah,
you were for the lab.
Who would Thor be on? What side Thor would be on?
Whoever the opposite side.
Thor gonna rock with Cap, man. He gonna rock with Cap
because he a rebel.
Thor and Cap like this, man. And then Thor, he's a powerful guy. So I ain't about to sit here and have to sign paperwork. The goddamn nigga, I'm Thor.
And he don't like Tony like that either. So it's like
not
really don't.
So any chance to get to hit him and ain't gotta worry about it, like he finna take it. So
man, I'm enjoying this invite, man. I appreciate y'all. I ain't gotta talk about gangster shit. That's not right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I'm happy you on here more often, man. And you the first. This is the first time I'm doing these segments too, so you actually getting to see some new stuff like what we're about to talk about now, which is our this or that. Now, I wanted to get y'all opinion because, like I said, y'all really be coming up with a lot of dope ideas, and so recently they had released some images and some concept art of Red Guardian. So do we remember Red Guardian from the Black Widow movies, right?
Yes. Red suit, gray star on his chest.
Yep. So they had currently released some alternate versions of the suit that they were gonna that they had pitched out for it to be before picking the final one. And so I wanted to get y'all opinion on which ones y'all think should have just stayed in the back, or which ones could have went a little bit further. But like, you know what? I'd like to see him wear this in the movie or whatever next that he's in, which is the Thunderbolts.
This is very Captain Marvel-esque right here.
I forget the one on the right. I like the right one.
I like the right one too.
One of them hoes.
I like the right one, yeah, but like it's still giving me Captain Marvel vibes.
It's definitely Captain Marvel, but red.
That's it.
With red, right?
Yeah.
That's Captain Marvel, but red. And that's right now. What is how many Captain Marvels we know of? Three so far. Come on, man.
Monica
Rambeau. Four.
Well, Jude Law was technically in the comic was Captain Marvel first.
Who?
No, the white woman that they switched in the jet and stuff. They created the jet that blew up. That was supposed to be Marvel. That's supposed to be the original Captain Marvel. In the comic.
Yeah. I don't like neither one of them.
I don't like how he's standing.
Yeah, you might as well keep old buddy with the belly.
That is it.
I like
that was good. That was gonna be him. All right, so here's the next set.
Okay.
This is, we getting better.
He does not have abs. He doesn't have abs, so that one on the right got to go.
Yeah, he can't wear the one. The one on the left though, he can wear that because that
He
star
can wear
can
that.
stretch out. That star can stretch out with your belly.
Yeah.
But the left one for me looked too comic book accurate. Like it don't look like it would protect him. This looked like very Captain America suit 1.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll rock that on the left.
Yeah, that left hard.
Yeah,
That left got a little room for a dead body. I fuck with the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see y'all with that jacket. I can see
wear that.
I don't want my suit to have the ab spots and I ain't got abs. Like I want my suit to have just a little bit more reality for me, man. Like don't give me the ab spots so you know my fat ass ain't got no abs. Don't do that.
Give me, yeah, I'm with this.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So these are a little bit more realistic.
Okay, so the one on the right looks more like the one he had.
Yeah.
Kind of. The one on the left is pretty. But the one on the left is too Captain America suit.
The one on the one on the left look like he fighting Nazis.
You look like you biting.
Yeah,
it's definitely giving.
It's giving that old time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It looked like he's gonna go fight zombie Nazis at that.
Yeah.
No, it looked like that nigga about to fight the motherfuckers that Wonder Woman had to fight in her first movie.
Oh shit, that's funny. I remember that.
That's just what it looked like.
He like he about to go joust.
Yeah, and the one on the right looks like he got that jousting pose.
House of Dragons, baby.
Yeah, that's all he missing right there. So which one we going with? We going with left or right?
I'm going with right, man.
I would go with right, but switch the shields.
I'm sorry, I'm going with right. I apologize.
Yeah.
Switch the shields, man.
I said the one on the left looked like he biting. Yeah, let me get the one on the right.
Okay.
I used to be a superhero to Captain America. Oh, see now the one on the left.
He look like Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
He look like Ant-Man. Look at this. Look. He even got the thing in his hand. The push. Look.
Yep.
Yeah. The one on the left just says I don't like black people. I don't know why, but something.
It does. No, it does. It does.
It says it
I like the one on the right. The one on the right is the best one I've seen. Period. So far.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan of the wrestling boots. What is that about? Why is that little turtleneck on the boots always a thing?
That's like a thing, man. Like every Russian fighter I've seen, like Zangief had boots like that in Street Fighter.
I would guess, isn't it supposed to like block the cold and stuff? So it doesn't. So
it's freezing in Russia, bro.
That's got boots on, man.
Yeah, but
you know how cold it is over there for you to just be worried about your calves.
Russian cold is different, dog.
Yeah, I don't want to experience Russian cold.
Russian cold is different.
Just
Chicago cold. This is.
I had a layover in Russia, bro. Never again, bro. A layover.
Did you have to go outside?
Bro, it don't matter. It was a layover. I was in Russia, bro. Like that shit, Moscow at that. That shit is not.
I was told at Cinnabon.
I'd be scared, bro. I'd be scared.
For real. For real. That's the one place I ever had a layover or whatever. We was there for like 7 hours, bro. And I was like, bro, get me the fuck
bro.
out of
I never want to be in Russia, bro. Like for real, you could tell they don't like black. Ain't no black people.
For real. The way they look at you in the airport, bro.
No. So you know what? I've heard different though. So my homeboy that I went, let me not say homeboy. I gotta be accurately putting people in their spots. A dude I went to school with.
That's funny.
A guy.
No, man, you can't call everybody your friend, man.
Yeah. I was like, let me, because I don't know what he's doing right now. But he got drafted to one of the D leagues in Russia, and so he went out there to go play. And so he was telling me though, like Russians like black people. What they don't like is Americans. So like if you black and you go and you tell them you American, it's like a double negative. But if you just tell them like, nah, I'm black, like they welcome you. And some of like the spots where like, you go for like tourists and stuff.
You American?
Yeah, they said they don't like that.
Well, the only blacks that's going over there is us. Ain't nobody else going but us. That's how you know they're not to like us. Ain't nobody else popping up in Russia.
Yeah, bro. I don't know nobody to say, no, I don't even think that's a vacation destination for black people.
Right, ever.
Like I don't think that's a vacation in general.
If you ever look at Russia and you see how big it is, and it's a livable spot of Russia, it's like a little small slither, and the rest of it is this mountain and snow.
Just Ukraine. Just out there.
The rest of it is like
a nigga's name Sven.
Spin.
And Nikolai.
Yeah, Nikolai.
Vladimir.
Yeah.
Just randomly a nigga named Kang. Just don't even know
They
what
need to change the narrative, man. Russians don't always have to be villains, man. I think they need to be some saviors sometimes in movies. Why they don't have to be protagonists?
We had too much beef with Russia over the years, bro.
Yeah. All right, we got one more set for the.
I don't like either of these.
Nah, they're both trash.
I don't like either of these.
They look like dominatrix suits. Like
they look like Black Widow suits with a shield.
Ooh.
Like I can literally, like the one on the left, literally, like this is really what Natasha Romanoff wears.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Without the shield, if she had a shield, you're a male widow. What are you sounds like, yeah, bro. You like it, yeah. Nah, you the male division of Black Widows or something. I don't know. You get. Yeah.
So what we landed on? Rocking with neither one of these.
I'm gonna go with. I'd rather go with one of the other ones in the other slides than either of these.
Okay.
Neither one of those.
Yeah.
Dion, what about you?
I'm
Look at Bull on the left hairline. I'm sorry, man. Like Bull, I'm sorry.
He got out the chair. They're like, "You good? You sure? You sure I'm good?"
I just don't like the fact he got on so many belts.
He got a belt on his shoulder.
That's a lot of straps. Yeah,
that's a lot of straps for a man to have who's about to fight somebody.
What's the end game, brother? Why do you have this?
Yeah, man, can you imagine that nigga? Can you imagine that nigga getting a fight? He lost. He got to take all that shit off, man.
And there ain't no attachments on it. It's like,
oh my god,
anything on it.
That gives his opponent more things to grab. Like,
yeah, I don't.
I'd be tossing him every time he come close to me.
And the one on the left, on the one on the right, I don't like the way he's sticking his chest out. Like, you don't look. You look like you can get shot in the chest and it don't hurt.
That's
but you don't look bulletproof, bro.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
All his poses did look like he was uncomfortable though. Like I don't know why he was wrong.
I mean, if your helmet doesn't protect you from bullets, why do you wear helmets? I always was bothered by Captain America's helmet. Like, it does not protect you from bullets.
It's just,
I guess he fell in first, so he suffered head trauma.
Yeah, he did.
He fell head first to that ice trauma. You know what I mean? And he probably would have been fucked up if he had a helmet on. So that's where that shit come from.
That's real.
Hey, you know what? Now that you say that though, I wish they would have been just a tad bit accurate, a little bit more with him when he came back, because I don't like that he wasn't so surprised running into Nick Fury
first.
Like, yeah, like
hey, boy.
Like when you went the ice, we weren't looked upon too well. Like, you didn't seem surprised. Like, hey, wait.
Captain America should have been like, "What's the nigga doing here in this position?" That's the first thing he should have said.
Right?
And I would have believed everything he said from then on out. Right?
What's a nigga doing in this position?
Hey, like, boy, fetch me some water. I'm
hungry.
You
doing that's crazy. He really went to ice in like 1944, dog. Yeah. Like, black people
was changed,
we was under the ice in 44, nigga.
Yeah,
right.
So I don't know, man. But we go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and move forward. And so I wanted to get y'all opinion on something. So I know, especially during the pandemic and when we were here, like, we streamed a lot of stuff, and we still do to this day. That's mostly what most of our stuff is consisted of. It's just streaming. So I want to know from y'all, and I want to get y'all opinion, because there was recently a poll released by the Nielsen ratings of what Marvel movie was the most streamed in 2022. And so I want to know, what do you think the top 3 Marvel movies were streamed in 2022?
I got you.
Streamed?
Yeah.
I got you. I'll go first. And it's the whole 20
catalog.
Years.
Just the year 2022, from January all the way to December.
Okay, well,
which movies were the most streamed? Movies, just movies, right?
Just movies.
Okay.
Shit.
Infinity War, Endgame, and Civil War.
2022.
People rewatch that movie, bro.
Man, I do.
So we talking about? Are we talking about a movie that came out, or we talking about just
no, just movie in general?
in 1 year, and just that 1 year.
In that year, 2022, what Marvel movies do you think was streamed? Not that was just released, any of them.
Okay, so I think Endgame was streamed more. Infinity War was such a tragic. Yeah. Like, why would you watch tragedy over and over?
But it was popular.
It was fire.
Because some people, yo, bro.
Am I tripping? I could be tripping.
No, you're not tripping. But yo,
I do watch Endgame more than I do Infinity War.
Infinity War was the first time we ever saw like the good guy lose, lose.
That was a real movie,
bro. I'll never forget. I was doing a show in Boston. And then right after the show,
I'm gonna grab some more weed. Continue. I can hear you. Go ahead. I got to get this off my chest, and I ain't got a safe space yet. I'll be back. Go ahead.
We got you.
I love this nigga. No, but I remember I was in Boston, man, and I never forget the reaction in the movie theater once like the snap happened. Thanos did what he did, and that was it. Everybody was literally in the movie theater like, "What? The fuck?" Yeah. And we thought we got cheated. And no, Marvel like, nah, nigga, this it. Like,
yeah, when them credits hit,
I was so shocked. I was like, there's no more time left in the movie. And so then everybody's sticking around to see the end credit screen, and only a few people knew what that meant. But, bruh, a lot of people left the theater disappointed. So I will say a lot of people like watching the villain win. Unfortunately,
we go back to say what went wrong. Where we could have won at. We couldn't watch like, if Peter Quill had did blah, blah, blah. If, we always try to figure out how we could have saved somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
So what are your three movies? I was going to say before Darren get back, I was going to get my three movies.
Endgame, and Civil War. Those are my three.
All right, so for me,
that's got to be right. That's got to be right.
I'm going to say Endgame. I'm actually going to say Black Panther.
Absolutely.
Black Panther. And then I'm gonna just, because it was streamed, we talking streaming or whatever. I'm gonna throw Spider-Man. Oh no, there is no Spider-Mans on Disney Plus.
That's only on Stars. That's
none of the Spider-Mans on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah, not yet. No, not yet because it was Sony. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, none of the Spider-Mans.
But also, it doesn't have to be Disney, just Disney Plus. So this again is streaming.
Oh, then I'll go Spider-Man too. I'll say not
Spider-Man, No Way Home.
Spider-Man No Way Home. Because the second one is Far From Home. So yeah, No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home.
Honorable mention. It's one of my favorites, and I feel like it might have lost some steam, but Thor Ragnarok was that shit.
Oh shit, I forgot about that one. Yeah.
Yo,
Thor Ragnarok was the best
Thor movie I've ever. That's the best Thor movie out of all four of them.
Yeah,
that's the best Thor movie.
Ragnarok was great. So what are your three, Darren?
I'm gonna go Endgame just because we finally won. I'm gonna follow up with Black Panther, and I could give it to Civil War, but I feel like Shang-Chi was
Shang-Chi was dope.
It was out there. It was a lot of people didn't watch that. It was dope. Yeah. Shang-Chi's very good.
A lot of people don't watch the new shit till it's like popular.
Right.
Only the real fans watch it.
Piggyback on what you said, a lot of people like to watch tragic. All of our black classics are tragic. Boys in the Hood, Men in Society. We watch all those.
Us. I'm talking about us. That's black people trauma. We love trauma. I'm talking about people overall.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Well, why do slave movies do so damn good? So there you go. You might be right. I don't know.
That was different because the white likes to, they like to go travel back down history, and it's like, oh, the good old days when they didn't give us so much lip. That's why.
But real quick, let me just piggyback off the Infinity War trauma. Okay, so I come from when the first Avengers came out, right? The first one, Avengers, like the first one. I watched that shit 3 times in 24 hours, bro.
That's your rap, though.
The one with Thanos?
Team up, man.
The first one, the very first one.
My nigga. Oh, the very first one. Okay.
I watched it Thursday at midnight, right when it came out. I think one of my peoples hit me up who got off work early. I went that matinee, then I took a bitch that night at the 8. Yeah. So I saw it 3 times. So I'm emotionally tied to these characters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you think about the next 4 years, we're thawed out. We're introducing all these new people, and then like Clint said, to see us lose, when we've
bro.
never seen us lose before.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
Like we have some people die, you know, like a series, yeah, but we've never like lost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And like some of these lines they were saying, like, yo, when Spider-Man said, "I don't feel so good,"
Woo!
Mr. Stark.
And then, you know, they said you disappeared on like your strength. So that's why Spider-Man was able to not feel so good. That was his senses. That's why he was able to still hug Tony. He did a lot before he disappeared. Think about it. Nobody disappeared that long but Spider-Man.
Like, and then they took like I think Okoye said, "Get up. This is no place for a king to die."
King to die?
No. That's reverse. He was helping her up.
He was helping her.
And then he disappeared while she was helping get up, and she was like passing. It's like, yo, that's even more of just like, yo, I can't see that happening.
Yeah. Infinity War was a great movie, but it's possibly one of the most fucked up movies of all time.
I totally agree. Will, what's the answers?
So I was glad that y'all gave the answers that y'all believe, but unfortunately, and of course Dion had to leave because he had something he has to go do. Unfortunately, y'all did not hit any of the movies that made most streaming, and so really it was only one. So they it's actually a list that was brought out where they showed how what was streaming, the top 15 most streamed movies in 2022, and actually only one Marvel movie made it onto that list.
What was that?
And that would be Eternals.
Wait a minute, the most streamed. Wait a minute, you asked us the most streamed movies or Marvel movies?
No, Marvel movie. So I have the list of the most movies made. In the top 15, only one Marvel movie made it. So I just wanted to get y'all opinion on the top 3. But the one movie that made the top 15 most streamed movies in 2022 was Eternals. And that was with 4.236 billion views on Disney Plus last year.
Wow. Well, here's the thing, right? Did it come out in theaters? It didn't come out in theaters, did it?
It came out of theaters in 2021, but it didn't do well there.
It didn't do well. But I will say this: as bad as the Eternals were in a lot of aspects, the Eternals have a lot to do with history, and you'd be surprised how many people are history buffs. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you're watching a movie and because part of the Eternals, is I think in one part of the movie, he's literally looking at the conquest of Mayan of the Mayan Empire.
Yeah,
with what I'm saying. He's and some people have a tie to that, but that's wild that the Eternals is the most watched Marvel movie of 2022.
Well,
I would not guess that.
I can see why it is, because like for myself as a designer, I like to do, like most people like to listen to like background music, and others like myself will let stuff play in the background.
And Eternals is a playable.
It's such a playable movie to where you can tap out, go work, and you tap back into like the good parts you see. And I'll tell you, I know I've played Eternals at least 5 times just off of that. Because I said it was a great movie to see here, but I wouldn't have went to the theaters to go watch it. That shit was just too long.
Yeah.
But the top 3 for 2022 just in movies alone was actually Encanto with 27 billion, Turning Red with 11 billion, and Sing 2 with 11.3 billion.
Hey, I watch Sing 2 twice a day over here at this house, my nigga.
Respect.
That's my son's favorite movie, my nigga.
Respect.
Whenever you want to get shit done, you prop that nigga up so he don't fall over with the loose neck. And you put that Sing 2 on, and that nigga's locked in for 2 hours straight.
Perfect.
I love it.
Perfect.
I love it.
That's called the cleanup movie.
Yep.
And for the record, can I just throw this out there? Turning Red is better than Encanto.
Ooh.
I don't disagree with that.
Ooh, you so
Turning Red was
I fight anybody's daughter who won't smoke.
Ooh.
Here's the thing, bro. Turning Red was so many double entendres in that movie. It was so many, bro. That was every mom and daughter should watch that.
But song wise, though, like, bro,
the music. I understand the music, bro.
I'm talking about straight.
I'm talking about straight how the movie make you feel. How like everybody. I don't care if you're a boy or a girl. Everybody had some kind of communication problems with their parents. Where it's like, listen, I don't know how to tell you this, but this is not what I want to do.
Okay.
And that movie broke all that down to the point Well, her mama had demons she didn't even address. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
that-
talking
it's
about
all
traumas
about-
that our parents that are come you, bro.
you get see. This is why this show is here.
This,
This
yeah,
is why
dog.
this
Like
show
no,
is
but
here,
like let's
man.
be real though. No, everything he just said, that's exactly like the fact that your mom is unpacking traumas, and a lot of us, as far as you know, our age or whatever, like yeah, bro, like we carry around our parents' weight. You know what I'm saying? We carry
And
around.
she was wondering, like, why her mama was so goddamn hard on her because nigga, she ain't healed from the shit she going through.
Her mom
It ain't
was
even
hard
got
on
nothing.
her.
It ain't even got nothing to do with her, bro.
And they broke
You know what I'm saying?
generational curses.
Yeah.
Like think
And
about
then
it, the way I was raised and the way you were raised and the way we all were raised was not the way we raising our kids right now at all.
True.
You know what I'm
Very
saying?
true.
And I'm not saying that there's things that I take from my dad that I think were great, but like yeah, man, ain't no way I can whoop my daughter's ass the way my dad whooped my ass.
Bro, I will never talk to my son the way that I was talked to growing up.
Yeah.
That I will never
Yeah.
utter those words because I'm gonna be honest with you. In this new day and age, I don't even know if these kids have the strength to handle the way to talk to the way. I ain't talking about ass whoopers. I'm just talking about
I'm talking about mental
verbal abuse, straight
Yeah.
verbal.
Yeah.
Like
You know what I'm
some
saying?
like I never forget you get your hair done, your mom like, yo, stop crying or I'll give you something to cry for.
Yeah.
Nigga, what? This shit hurt.
Right.
Like stop
right.
back and soft, boy. Sit there. Like it hurt. You want me to sit here and keep getting hurt?
That's
Yeah,
true,
man.
Yeah, man.
But what?
Man,
So it was. So what are the most streamed Marvel movies? Well, we got Eternals. What else?
That was it in the top 15.
That's it.
That was the only one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. The
Yeah.
Eternals.
The Eternals
was-
So-
And you know, it's
Eternals
crazy.
was cool.
We're going to
It was
get
cool.
Eternals too. We're going to
yeah,
get
we
Eternals
getting
too.
Eternals too. Yeah, and that's
I'm gonna
all.
watch it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna watch. But it's up there. It's up there, still in the round with like Fantastic Four, and so like that helps us move into our main topic too, because of course we're still waiting on.
It's tears.
Yeah,
It's tears.
it's
in this Marvel
tears.
shit.
Exactly, and so
Levels,
we know though we are all kind of waiting on to see like what this Fantastic Four gonna be about. Not even necessarily the movie, just who gonna get cast. Like we don't even care about the movie. We trying to see like who
I
gonna
think
play
you keep John Krasinski, man.
Well, so he had John Krasinski has said that he hasn't heard anything back from Marvel as opposed to coming back as Mr. Fantastic. But as we've learned in this show, we don't believe shit none of these actors say when they come to
man,
Marvel
call
movies.
that nigga Jim, bro. Call that nigga Jim, bro.
Call that nigga Jim, man.
So let's talk about the Fantastic Four casting real quick. So you know for a fact this is a Marvel / Disney movie, which means there's going to they're all about inclusion. You know what I'm saying? So the question is, we know Reed Richards is probably going to be white, right? Which means, but the question is he going to have a black wife or is he going to have a white wife? Right? Is the flaming the flaming torch, is he going to be black or is he going to be white? And what are they going to do about Ben Grimm?
Because he's been both. He's been both. Human Torch has been both.
He's been both. So that's the question. So now the question is, who would you like? We've seen Michael B. Jordan, we good. So now the question is, who can we see being the black, either Human Torch or being the black?
Well, before we get to that though, so there's been a rumor going around that possibly the Human Torch has already been cast, and so a lot of concrete evidence is pointing that Ryan Gosling may be joining the Marvel MCU, and he might be cast in the Fantastic Four. Now, of course, and your first thing to think about would be Human Torch, but the more that we've seen his acting catalog now, and because we don't know if Jim is locked in, I can see Ryan as a few of these characters.
Ryan's funny.
But what was the point? What was the point of teasing us with Jim being a Fantastic Four? Because I'm not gonna lie, when I saw it in my mind, all I said was perfect.
This makes sense.
Oh, okay, so I came up with this theory. I don't know if you were on that show, Clint, but I'm gonna give y'all this theory of why I have that. So that Mr. Fantastic is a variant, and
yes,
so what one thing I had heard about they said that they wanted to do was they wanted to make the Fantastic Four movie set in the 60s. That's why Doctor Strange had made that reference in Multiverse of Madness. Like, isn't that a band that popped in the 60s? They're supposed to be there. And so what I'm thinking is how they introduce us is into the Fantastic Four for ourselves. I'm guessing they're the first ones that went into the quantum realm. Yeah, and that's where they got their powers from, which led to Hank Pym starting to learn about that stuff, trying to get into that quantum energy and all of that stuff as well. And then that's how they escape.
So let's dive into that. So you're saying maybe a post-credit scene of Ant-Man could be not only just, because Kang is getting out the quantum realm. We know that.
Yeah.
So not only Kang escaping, but maybe like some kind of emblem, like a 4 or like a ship or something.
Their spaceship.
Yep.
Their spaceship.
That's going to be crazy.
And so what also makes me lead to that too is that with WandaVision, everybody, like for myself, and I'm sure for y'all too, we all still want to see Scarlet Witch do the no more mutants and all the mutants die. And so since we don't have mutants yet, and they hadn't set it up in the way that it needed to be set,
we haven't officially said we have mutants, but we have.
But 838 does, because for a fact. And I think that's our incursion of how Secret Wars is going to start and how all of that is going to happen. The battle we're going to have for our reality is versus 838, and we got to take out all of them.
My nigga, Secret Wars, when that nigga's in the office and all them niggas turn to the same brown nigga and look at that nigga like, nah, nigga, we're everywhere.
I can't wait to see Kang, bro. I can't wait for all these Kangs.
And man, let me just say, man, like I don't know, maybe bro see this one day, but we got to give that nigga his flowers, bro.
Let me tell you something. I'm sorry to cut you off. Finish what you're saying.
But I mean, we just got to give him his flowers, bro, because ever since Lovecraft Country, and then his look, he was only in WandaVision for what, 10 minutes.
Oh, and Loki? Yeah, Loki.
And Loki. For you to be in that for 10 minutes and steal the whole series in 10 minutes.
Because I don't remember the rest of Loki.
Come on.
I really don't. Let me
tell you something. All I remember Loki is Owen Wilson whispering every time they was talking. I had to turn my goddamn TV up. That's the only thing I remember about that whole series.
Yo, you stupid, yo. Jonathan Majors is about to be the best actor in the MCU we've ever seen, period. For not only because a lot of these other people are going to be playing multiple variants of this stuff, but this guy, like, you have to think about it like this. Infinity War was really a Thanos movie. He got the most screen time, like 5 minutes. Like, that's a fact. He got the most screen time. Josh Brolin ain't nowhere near in the same realm as this guy Jonathan Majors and what he's about to do with Kang the Conqueror, He Who Remains, Nathaniel Richards, Iron Lad, whoever the fuck he's about to be, Pharaoh Ramatut, like this guy, Immortus, like this guy's about to be like 9 niggas, yo.
I just hope he's getting paid for playing all 9 of these niggas.
Oh, you know for a fact, man.
Absolutely.
Come on, man. I hope he getting this show.
Real quick,
go
fantastic.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to just go ahead. No, finish what you said.
No, I'm high, so I was about to bounce on something else.
I'm high too.
Do you think the tragedy that we're about to face with Kang is going to be way worse than Infinity War?
Yes.
Infinity War was first though. That was our first trauma. So now we're kind of expecting something. Do you think it's going to be worse?
It's going to be worse. Yeah. No, go ahead, Clint.
I was going to say, here's why it's going to be worse. It's going to be worse because there's really no answer to stopping this guy. You really cannot kill him at one way or another. And I'm just saying all that because Kang's tech is so futuristically advanced. I'm talking, don't forget his backstory, 31st century in an era where there was no dark ages.
Yeah.
Like, so not only are you 1,000 years ahead of us, right? But you're 1,000 years ahead of us, but also in the grand scheme of things of technology, you're 1,000 years ahead of us, which means you're 2,000 years. That's a long fucking time to be able to develop all these types of armors and shooting and this dude is bro. We about to We ain't never about to see a villain like this, man.
But the one thing we also missing in there too is when we saw Infinity War, like how you bring it up there. When we saw Infinity War, Thanos had a purpose. So Thanos, you saw Thanos' morality a little bit. Like we saw him cry when he had to throw Gamora off that cliff. So we were able to kind of side with him a little bit because what he said, even his mission had logic to it. It's like, bro, I'm trying to save the universe and I'm trying to just delete half of us. So you kind of,
you remember the cartoon? What is it? The series they came out with. When he was talking to Gamora, somebody, he was like, "Listen to me, hear me out. It makes sense. Half the people we survive. What's the series?
It's a little Disney cartoon they made.
Yeah. And he said that shit, but he said it in a comical way. And he was just like, "No, it's not genocide, bro. Like I'm trying to save the world." Yeah.
And that's what it was.
And don't forget, he saw the trauma that happened on his planet. Like he warned Titan that this would happen, and that's exactly what happened with Titan. So he thought Titan was going to happen everywhere.
Yeah, but with Kang just want destruction. So Kang not gonna. So like Thanos whooped
a certain variant of Kang wants destruction. Not all Kangs want destruction.
Most of
them though. Like so, it's like they don't have the compassion to not kill an Ant-Man, to not kill Captain America. It's like I'm not even gonna let you talk. I'm gonna blow your face off. You don't matter to me. You are a speck of grain of sand in the astronomical plan that I have. And we hold these people dearly.
Yep. And because Kang's really motivation is something to do with Ravonna Renslayer.
Yeah.
That is his motivation. Whatever's going on, it's about her. But I wanted to bring up this point. Fantastic Four comes out February 14th, 2025. So we're technically 2 years out from a Fantastic Four, which is really not a lot of time in the grand scheme of things. Because once we get Fantastic Four, it's going right into the Avengers Kang Dynasty. So I'm going to suspect that Fantastic Four is the setup to whatever's going to happen in the Kang Dynasty Avengers movie for multiple reasons. Of course, we know Reed Richards is Kang's great granddaddy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So. I think the casting is going to be somewhat around what Kang. You know what I'm saying?
Also, too, I know another corner piece that could be part of that is Dr. Doom, because in some storylines, Kang is Dr. Doom's grandfather.
Niggas don't know, man. Dr. Doom's that nigga though.
Dr. Doom is really that nigga.
And also, he can really take out Thanos by himself. Real talk.
And that's another person, though. And just go with me on this. Hear me out. I could see Ryan Gosling playing Dr. Doom.
That's not a bad casting.
I could see him. Casting. Yeah, like you gotta give him just some thought.
Because you got to think of Victor Von Doom's backstory too. Like he met Reed in college. You know, Victor Von Doom's good-looking guy, smooth guy. Like don't forget, and you know, like they just did it wrong in the first.
That first Dr. Doom was smooth though.
He was good. Yeah,
with the skin peeling and shit. He was, you know what I'm saying?
He had old. What was was it
Jessica Alba? Jessica
Alba. He had her first.
Yeah,
he had her first.
Yeah, he was a good one. What's his name? Julian McMahon, I think. Like he had Doom on point. Like he had the personality for it. They just didn't let him get as much action as they should.
They just had a bubbly ass storyline. That's all. It was just way too. You know what I'm saying? And they had a chance to reclaim that with the Silver Surfer and didn't do that either. But my main thing is with the Fantastic, they gotta look like they're friends. That's another thing. Like I need the Fantastic Four to look like they hang out together.
Yeah.
You know, I want the Fantastic Four to be homies. I think you keep John Krasinski though. That fits. When I saw like Darren said, when we saw him in Doctor Strange, we like, this is you who he looked like Reed Richards. He looked everything I would think Reed Richards looked like is John Krasinski.
Yeah. And if you're trying to cast younger for Sue Storm, that's fine. But if not, just cast his wife, Emily Blunt. Just put her as Sue Storm. Like that's the perfect Sue Storm as well.
Facts.
Yeah, Facts. I'm not gonna lie, man. That first Fantastic Four, bro, it was cool, bro. I wasn't really, maybe I didn't know what to expect what it was. I mean, I think they had a good bend. You know what I'm saying? A great pen.
It was a good take for a person that's like, I had never heard of Fantastic Four. Hey, we want you to make this movie. We're gonna give you as much money as you need. Here's a few references. That's who was given Fantastic Four 1, and they did what they were supposed to, especially in that time of making those movies, because that's how X-Men was made.
But that next one with Michael B. Jordan, that wasn't it.
Wasn't that made by a black dude too?
Who? Coogler?
I think Tim Story, right? Tim Story directed that.
Yeah, that one. Well, Tim Story should have just stuck to the Hangovers.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have did that. Yeah, that was. We all got some misses, man. It happened.
I don't even think it was necessarily him. I think it was how many people got allowed to make changes in that story that he can't do nothing about. Like making Galactus into a cloud. Like, what the fuck was that about?
So I think this Fantastic Four, though, just because I trust Marvel, and I'm looking at the screenwriters, it's going to be Jeff Kaplan and Ian Springer. And I believe Kaplan is doing I think Kaplan is also writing if I'm not mistaken, he's writing one of the Avengers films too.
Okay, yeah. So I can see that.
And that's it. Look, man, like here's the thing. This is me and somebody was talking about this a couple of weeks ago about just Marvel in general, right? Out of all the Marvel people that they have, and all the Marvel franchises and blah blah blah, right? The Avengers not the most popular one. Like if you get the Fantastic Four right, if you get the X-Men right, bro,
it's X-Men. It's X-Men. X-Men introduced me to Marvel.
Same here.
Right.
Same here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like X-Men was my first love into the comic. There's people who die about Batman, and I give Batman his credit for what he did for the comic book community. But the X-Men, something just felt different because like niggas really wish they could be a mutant, bro.
You know why we like the X-Men? I'm gonna be honest with you. Our generation, it was the cartoon, bro.
Yeah.
The cartoon, the music, the cartoon, the storylines, like that was a fire ass Saturday morning cartoon.
Storm outfit, rogue outfit, had bad bitches on there.
Definitely had shit. Jubilee was fine.
And they had the crossovers, and so that was the cool point about that too. Like Batman had dope stuff, but it was like all they stuff was like split up. Like for me, I picture Batman had his own world. When you saw something about Superman got his own world. They didn't do a lot of crossing over when we were kids, but it's like, yo, you start watching X-Men, then you latch on to the Spider-Man show, and then it's like, yo, Spider-Man on X-Men? Wait, whoa.
And X-Men felt a little bit more black. You know what I'm saying? It felt a little bit more black. Storm black. Then they went to Africa. Know, the whole Black Panther thing, that was dope. They did that in the cartoon before its time. Even though Beast was white, we felt like Beast was black.
Beast was black. I don't care what nobody say.
We definitely felt like
McCoy. We definitely felt like Hank McCoy was one of us, bro.
Hank McCoy was light skinned. That's what it was. Like,
and Wolverine was white, but Wolverine had went through so much.
And he was fucking with Storm. He was fucking with Storm a little bit too.
He was Mr. Steal Your Girl, though.
And then don't forget, and let's be honest too. I'm not saying Gambit is black, but Gambit from New Orleans. He speaks. He know that.
He's my favorite X-Men.
Yeah,
nigga, I play cards. I play
that whole his whole background though, like his house, like his family, where he come from.
Bro, think about it like this: the fact that the movies never even had Gambit,
except
when they introduced Cable. When they introduced Cable, was it Cable?
Yeah,
big black man.
Oh, you talking about Bishop?
Oh, with the M on the I.
And then don't forget too, they had really good villains, man. Sabretooth and Doctor. I'm sorry, Magneto is just, you know what I'm saying? Like, so my thing is, I believe though that if they get the Fantastic
Omega Red
is my favorite.
Omega Red.
A lot of people like the Fantastic Four though.
Yeah,
they're the second biggest. Like, and the main reason they're the second largest is because Fantastic Four, I believe, was one of the first Marvel cartoons. Period.
Right.
Or Marvel. One of the first Marvel comics was the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I really believe me and Will had this conversation. My bad.
No, you good, bro.
The moment when X-Men was in theaters with the real people, I remember waking up that day and like, damn, I'm about to see the real Professor X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to see the real, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's real.
That's how powerful X-Men. I mean, the cartoon came out, my nigga, in the 1900s. We didn't get a movie till the 2000s. You feel what I'm saying?
You're not wrong, bro.
And when it came out, bro, I just remember that like every theater was packed the fuck out. Like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is probably the best casting
by far.
all of Marvel.
All of Marvel, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then
like,
honestly, the second one is Deadpool.
There's
and
you know
the best casting.
You know the crazy thing is the Deadpool. I mean not Deadpool. In the Deadpool 3 joint, they're teasing Wolverine got his yellow helmet on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like don't forget in Doctor Strange 2, we got Professor X in the same situation.
In the same chair.
Same suit. Yeah, same.
And we've never seen Professor X like that in any X-Men movie.
Never.
He's never been in the yellow chair.
And they even gave us the music with it.
Yep.
And soon as he floats in, we like
with the orchestra play. I was like,
the theater went wild, bro.
And the only time we've even closely seen Wolverine dressed in his is Days of Future Past, and you barely can see it, but he's rocking like the yellow and blue in his suit, but you barely see it because it's so dirty. So I'm just like, yo, man, I gotta see him with this helmet on. Like I gotta see him full geared up, and I feel like Deadpool gonna make fun of it in his movie to make that. Like I feel like he gonna get that made for him. It's like you got to put the suit on if we're gonna do this together,
bro.
And you see them both in it.
I think Marvel is about to hit their stride, man. I think what we've seen in the first, because the first Iron Man was 2008. So what we've seen essentially in the last 15, 16 years, is to me is a warm up. So what's about to happen, man? I think that they're playing right now and giving us a lot of new characters, but we got 2 big films about to drop this year. We got 3 big shows that's about to drop that is really going to set up what's getting ready to happen. I'm really looking forward to Ant-Man. I'm really looking forward to Loki season 2, more so for Kang. I'm looking forward to What If season 2 because that's going to be Kang centric. As a matter of fact, that's going to be coming right after Ant-Man. And then I'm excited for Ironheart, Riri Williams' story. That's going to be a good joint in the grand scheme of things. And then, bro, Guardians of the Galaxy, somebody's dying too.
That's the one I'm most looking forward to. Is Guardians.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I ain't looking forward to none of them niggas dying, man.
I'm not looking forward to it dying.
I fuck with them niggas, but because you gotta think about, man, that's one group of people, right? Unless you was a fan you didn't know about, but you fell in love with them and you grew with their tragedy. Like the only person whose story we don't know is Rocket, and he has the most fucked. And he has the most fucked up story.
He got a dark story, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's why I can't wait to go see it because it's like,
no, that's
how you know this shit is good when you this emotionally involved.
Yeah,
bro. Did you cry in Endgame? Yes or no?
In Endgame?
Did you cry when Tony Stark died? Because I did.
No,
I was no good in the theater, bro.
When Tony died, I only think I cried. I think it won't crying, but it was like a. Okay, when my nigga was like on your left, when my nigga said on your left,
I had a happy tear when that happened. So the on your left,
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I.
When everybody came back, I had a happy tear. I'm in the theater like cheering and shit like that. But when Tony died, and he said I'm Iron Man, and then Pepper was looking at him,
it didn't hit me there. It didn't hit me there.
You know what?
Funeral.
Yeah, the funeral was bad. Yeah,
because for Tony dying, it's one of those. When you do that, come on, bro.
Yeah,
and then
it was that. It was like
he had a daughter. She wanted cheeseburgers and everything.
Bro, when Happy set her down, he said, "What you want? You want a cheeseburger? Your dad loves cheeseburgers." That right there, that's what got me.
Yeah,
and then them panning to everybody who was at the funeral, even the young boy that he helped. Oh man, I was like, yo, we really been fucking with Iron Man for like 10 years.
Yeah.
That's wild, bro.
At that point, we was fucking.
Robert Downey Jr. used to do cocaine. Like he was really like that.
He was washed. His career was washed. He was almost done.
He was done. Yeah. Nah, he was done. Like it was like, yo, you hadn't seen Robert Downey Jr. until like coming back for Iron Man. He was like, yo, and to have that be your ultimate comeback story, man, like. Yeah.
I'm
You
just excited
embody
for everything. I'm just excited for everything that's coming because I grew up with the cartoons. I read a couple of comic books and all that shit.
Mhm.
But even the people who like aren't diehard fans, this is just a dope moment in time, and I'm glad to be at the age where I could appreciate it as a cartoon, as a comic, as a fucking series, to watching it become real life movie, to a
And
whole
a video
universe.
game.
In the video game, bro. Like the first X-Men that used to be in Walmart when you could fucking pick Nightcrawler or Colossus.
Yup.
Yes, sir. Yup.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
literally,
yeah.
go ahead. You know she in there for an hour. You own it.
Like, come on,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
And when it became 2-player, it was over.
And then think about it, bro. Like we never really got like that great game from like our Marvel shit till we got older. We never got like the Ninja Turtles video game where you could be all four. Come on, bro. We never got that. We never got that.
I got the Super Nintendo I got the Turtles in Time game, bro.
When they dropped Bart Simpson and you could be Maggie and you could be like she with the hair and all that.
Yeah.
We never got that. We never got that shit for Marvel until we was older, bro. We got that one arcade game in Walmart, and then we did not get a decent game until we was older.
Yeah.
It wasn't until PlayStation came out. It was around the time we started getting Marvel games.
Yep.
Damn.
And now they got, PlayStation 5 got the Avengers and Miles Morales, and that Miles Morales joint was crazy, by the way.
Yeah. That Avenger game is fire too, man. But
I spent many nights on that game.
Yeah. Yes, indeed, man. But man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. But before we get out of here, just want to throw out one more recap. One more bit of news before we close out, and that was just about Avatar 2. I don't know if you two fellas have seen it yet, but Avatar 2 has crossed over the $2 billion mark in the box office.
Was a surprise.
Yeah, 597 million domestic here in the US and then 1.42 billion international. So before we got here, I just want to ask one quick question. Would you guys go to Pandora on Avatar and be a part of that program where you got to plug up, get your own avatar, and you got to go run out in the wild?
I can't fuck with it.
I like
your body. Your body is. Where's your body at? Your body is.
It's in that little tank. And they close it, and you got this little neural thing right there. You just like this all day, and you running around Pandora as an avatar.
That's too much like Bad Dreams, bro. Can't do it.
Yeah, can you feel the pain that's going on, or?
Yeah, you feel all that shit. Like you can when you biting the stuff, you feel all of it.
Nah,
I can't do it.
I wouldn't either.
I feel like I'm infiltrating your community, man, and where I'm from. I'm from Philly, man. You can't just pretend to be one of us, man. You either one of us or you not. No, for real though. Like think about where everybody's from. You from Texas, you from North Carolina, bro. I don't know. Darren, I don't know nobody more North Carolina than you. Imagine a nigga walking up like, yeah, man, I'm from North Carolina, and then he say he from your town, or he say he went to A&T around the same time. Then why I don't know you?
Right.
Oh, I was inside. Then nah, nigga, you ain't one of us.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can. I don't want to be somewhere where my mind and body can hurt, but I'm not there.
Yeah,
that's too much for me. And I didn't even see the second Avatar, man. Avatar is a great movie, but it's not one of them.
It's a lot. Again, this is like Eternals. Watch that at the house. Like they shouldn't have gave us that option because now there's a lot of movies like that just be like, yo, I'm not sitting here 3 hours for you. You're not getting me for 3 hours. Fuck that.
Bro, as much weed as I smoke, it is so hard for me to finish a movie, period. You understand? Like, period, bro. Because like if all the moving and shaking and talking to it, just think about it, bro. Sometimes you didn't want to talk. So when you just sitting there, bro, and that shit not good, it's not good. Yeah. But with what I ain't never fell asleep on? A Marvel movie.
You know, it's crazy. I fell asleep on the first Avengers, but I was mad at myself that I fell asleep and then woke back up, paid for another ticket, and went to go see it again.
You made up for that then.
That's what it was.
You went tired.
I just needed. It was dark in there, man.
Yeah.
And the lady I was with at the time, she was comfortable. Her titties was comfortable. So.
Oh yeah. You was like, you got titty pillows, yeah. No. You can't mad at yourself for that, man.
Yeah, man.
We gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. We appreciate y'all checking out another episode of Straight Outta Comic Book. But before we go, I always like to let my guests know where they can be followed, supported, and then what they got coming up. This is dropping this week, so y'all can be as current as y'all would like to be. We're gonna go with Clint, and then go to Darren, and then we're gonna wrap this thing out. Clint,
hey, man, my name Clint Coley. I mean, I could promote, but I'm not even promoting it. I'm not making it about myself. The Philadelphia Eagles currently right now are in the NFC Championship game, y'all. I would like your thoughts and prayers. By the time this comes out, the game will be over. And if y'all see me on the next episode and we won, cool. If we didn't win, you will not see me on here for at least a month. Bottom line. Go Eagles, fly, dog.
That's tough, man. It's gonna be a good one too, bro.
That's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one, bro. God, bro, I'm so glad my team ain't in it. I'm just living stress free.
Like I'm just watching.
Bro, I'm just watching, having a good time, bro. I ain't losing no weight. I ain't overeating, bro. I'm just standing.
I'm just here with the people. That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Darren, Big Baby Brand, as always, you catch me on Last Few Hits, All Deaf Cannabis, the podcast. Me and Drake officially got 80 people going with us to Jamaica. So if you come with us to Jamaica, we'll see you at the live show, the live taping. We're going to have a good time. We're going to smoke some weed. Be on the lookout for a couple of shows, especially HBCU Spring Fest shows. A couple of club dates. You know, they talk about it, so we'll see if they get confirmed. And right now I'm shooting a Tubi movie. So make some noise for that, my nigga.
Tubi!
Yo, babe, niggas be trying to play Tubi. Dog. There be some shit on there, dog.
Nah, I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it
too.
I'm already writing my set, my experience shooting my first Tubi movie. So it's gonna be love, man.
That's hilarious,
bro. Hey,
no, wait,
be on the lookout, man.
You going to Jamaica, man? I ain't never had Jamaican weed.
It's not Zai or loud. It's just natural. So you just feel like a super body high, but you're not high at all.
Yeah,
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Do Jamaicans got edibles?
Like
Because all we do.
Yeah, they got edibles. They got everything. Yeah. It's legal there now. It's legal there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
so that's why we shot the podcast there, man. So you know, it is what it is.
Oh yeah, make sure y'all stay tuned for that because that shit is gonna be some fire. What they bring back from Jamaica, man. So
literally.
But thank you for checking out another episode of Straight Outta Comic Book. I've been your host, Will Pharaoh. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and then you let us know. What do you think should have been the most streamed Marvel movie in the comments below? And I've been your host.
It should have been Endgame, yeah. That's a champion. We won a championship. It felt like we won a ring when Endgame when we beat Thanos, bro.
No, y'all cheated. Fuck that. No. See, we're gonna save this for another time, y'all. We're gonna catch y'all later.